Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports.
And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback.
Here we go. Here we go.
Quickly to the air is Burrow. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Burrow's throw taken in by Evans here.
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. That one good for 15, and the Bengals get a first down.
11,
It'll be Joe Mixon, born in nearby Oakley, California. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That one 28 yards on the ground. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 32-yard line. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. He completes it to Evans. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Mike Evans, his 5th touchdown now on the year.
And the Bengals are on the board first here in Vegas. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And that makes the score 7-0. The drive summary, 4 plays, 75 yards.
And it's Mike Evans who caps it with a touchdown reception.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Here we go, here we go.
They'll run with Pollard to begin the drive.
Oh, he's got a little daylight.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
36 yards on the play. In the booth, the play-by-play guy could tell that there was some pretty good blocking on the right side of the line.
Well, you have good eyes, and it's almost like a ballet when it's executed that well. Everyone in the right spot, everyone in sync, everyone hitting the perfect notes. A little more percussion and a lot more bass, I would think, than you get your normal ballet. But at the same time, that was well executed.
14 yards is the pickup there at a Raider first.
All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football all comes about organically. It's a natural deal based on reads. In college, if you're going to throw the football for triple option, you've actually called that play.
To throw again on 2nd down. Garoppolo
swinging this out for Pollard. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
Here we go, here we go.
And a nickel look here for the Bengals as they try to defend this on 3rd. Trying to run for it with Pollard. And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8.
44 yards rushing for him now in his first 2 carries of the ball game.
Had a chance to maybe limit them to 3 if they could have gotten that stop there, but a new set of downs.
And with a new set of downs, you got to take the mentality of the whole thing. Right now, everyone's looking at the offense and saying they've got the advantage. The best defenses just say, okay, new set of downs, gives us another chance to make a play ourselves and maybe change things up.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. Play action, Garoppolo. And he's got it. The catch good for 6 yards, but now it's 3rd and goal.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Garoppolo now. Touchdown Raiders. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Raiders are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And we are tied at 7. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And it ends with a Las Vegas touchdown. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Cincinnati coming back onto the field here for their second drive. As the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime. If you're a good football team, you spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments, prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
And Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does? It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key first downs and big runs.
No gain on the play there. Second down. They're passing here. Joe Burrow. And down he goes. Brought down a Raiders sack. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. So that'll leave Burrow and the Bengals with a 3rd and long after that sack we just saw. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He's going to sling this deep downfield. It's caught inside the 25. And they're going to get this down inside the 20. If there was one knock on Joe Burrow coming out of LSU, it was arm strength, but kind of put those doubts to rest right there. Here's Chase now on the jet sweep. Nate Hobbs there to bring him down. Defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete.
Out routes are always timing routes, and if the timing's off just a little bit, it can really throw off a play. It looked like he let him a little too much there.
Yeah, there was a fraction of a second because he caught it, just couldn't stay in bounds. Touchdown, Bengals. Mike Evans with career touchdown number 96. He joins Eric Dickerson on the all-time list. And the Bengals have taken the lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Offense back out there, and we shine the spotlight on the Memphis man, Tony Pollard. Last week, a strong showing, up over 100, also 2 trips to the end zone.
It's the kind of week that if you said, listen, I'll let you have this type of a game each and every week, you'd sign up for it. You wouldn't try and get too greedy. But let's face it, good runners always want to be a little bit more greedy at the end, try and squeeze out every last yard. He's going to try and duplicate that and exceed it in this game.
Here we go, here we go.
They'll run with Hunt on second down. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. Through one quarter, 14-7. Second quarter from Vegas, the homestanding Raiders with a football here, as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. Completes it to Hardman. And he's going to come up a bit short. He needed to get to the 35 for the first, but he only makes it to the 34. On 4th down, A.J. Cole comes on to punt.
A 47-yard punt, maybe a couple on the return.
And the Bengals take over 1st and 10.
And we shift to spotlighting Mike Evans. Well, September sure treated him kindly. Now we flip over to October. Any reason to think that those numbers drop, or can he keep the pace up?
Well, he can keep the pace up, but it's going to get a lot more difficult now. To me, it's a lot like baseball, all right? When guys, when they first hit the league, whether it's a pitcher or a hitter, and they go through the league the first time and they're hot, they're going, wow, what a phenom. Then they get tape on them, they get scouting reports, they start to do different things. Let's see if he's going to adapt and expand his game in order to keep up that type of production.
That's a good call because he's a known entity. See how they defend him going forward. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Looking to throw on 2nd down.
Burrow able to find Higgins. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
A gain of 4 that time as the drive will continue. Burrow looking to pass. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Nate Hobbs.
Past the 20. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score.
It just appeared there that the defense, they had that read from the moment the ball was snapped. And not only did they get the interception, and a nice return on top of it, all the way into the end zone for a defensive touchdown.
Yeah, and the guy made the play. He gets the points. But it really was a group effort, wasn't it? How about the coaches? They've got to be so excited. All the preparation, time in the film room, it translated into a big play that put points on the board for their team.
And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
So now the Bengal offensive unit back out onto the field.
Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for good.
Mixon hit, and all the ball is out, and the Raiders have recovered.
You remember in preseason when we were going to the different...
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at...
After review of the play, the ruling on the field
that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble.
On 2nd and 11 now. Burrow over the middle, complete. That's Evans. And he'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. The offense on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This will be 3rd and 5.
Got a man. It's Chase. He completes it.
And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45.
The LSU connection. Burrow to Chase for the Cincinnati first.
Now, how about this throw right here? Had to throw it to the left sideline, and you know the timing's got to be correct on this one. Ball's got to be right where it needs to be, and it was. That's because he had great arm strength on that one, able to drive the football. Quarterbacks love it when they can show off their arms.
I'm wondering.
Mixon with a first down carry. Tackle made there by Bilal Nichols.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it.
He's going to have the hook up here to Chase. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
Come on, ready?
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. On 3rd and 1, Burrow. And a catch right side by Evans. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1.
Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
And he's got a first down as he's going to be taken down. But a very nice pickup there just in front of the 2-minute warning.
First down. Gun.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Evans.
And the Bengals are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They've moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
Now it's Burrow. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. Mike Evans on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns as they have taken the lead. So not only is that his 3rd touchdown catch of the game, he's done it here in the first half.
I'm not sure defensively what they're going to come up with to slow him down, because already we're seeing him run past, over, through guys in order to make these catches. And being able to try and shut him down at this stage of the game, it's going to take a lot of effort. So maybe it'll open things up for some other people.
Well, they better figure something out, and soon.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Vegas offense ready for their next possession. Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
So that time they got the left guard with a hold.
And let's face it, in today's ball, you might have that 330-pound guy you're supposed to clear out of there. You might need a little bit of extra help by grabbing the jersey and trying to ride him out.
He's going to look deep for Watkins. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Absolutely no disguise on that one. They just went for it. Put him out there and said, go deep. Let's try and hit him. Unfortunately, to no avail.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Garoppolo. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't completions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
This pass going to be caught by Hardman. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. The defense shaking their heads, not aggressive enough, and they allow him to convert a 3rd and 18. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage, and tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to.
Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Mike Hilton. And the Bengals are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. Certainly not his best throw that time, and not a good time to make it, Charles, when they were a nickel with 5 defensive backs on the field.
And that's exactly why you have those 5 DBs out there. You want extra speed on the field, guys who have ball skills and understand what the passing game can do, and gives them a chance to react and make a play on the football, and they take one of those away.
And some space here.
And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. First down, here's Burrow. They'll set up the screen here to mix them.
And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
Now another timeout called for by the offense, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
Here we go.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now Burrow. Over the middle to Evans.
Here we go.
And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
Well, so far, little to no resistance by the defense on this drive alone. 3 passes, 3 completions, 3 first downs. They're taking it to them, and it's paying off.
Now the offense will burn their third and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Throwing again on second down. Burrow. This is caught. Touchdown. Mike Evans on his way to a historic performance. 4 first-half touchdowns.
And the Bengals would extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And the lead now up to 14. So that drive spanned 5 plays.
And it's Mike Evans who caps it with a touchdown reception. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Taken at the goal line. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
And with only 9 seconds remaining, well, not much time, we'll see how they play this.
Going deep here for Watkins. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Certainly no lack of aggressiveness here. They were hoping for the home run play to get them 6 points. They're hoping for a catch, maybe a call, but they figure they can at least get into field goal range with a completion.
Here we go.
And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter.
11. Go ahead.
Garoppolo, a final shot here before half. He's going to look deep for Watkins. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
Message received here. No need to wait. We're going to skip halftime and get right back to the action. Here comes the third quarter.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Raiders are going to have it first, and they trail here as we get back to it in this third quarter of action. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return.
And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, had he opted for the touchback.
Now comes the Raiders offense. They'll go on offense first to start quarter number 3.
And right out of the gate, they face what you'd think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world.
Here we go.
It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start clawing back, they've got to start putting a little pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
They run on first down as they get about 3. 2nd and 7 forthcoming.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
On first down, they'll run with Hunt. And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. on again with Hunt. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Throwing on first is Garoppolo. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. On second down, it's Pollard. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. Throw left side, complete. That's Hunt. And oh, he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches.
Here we go.
On the sneak is Garoppolo. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th.
Here we go.
So this drive going to continue following the conversion on 4th. Here's 1st and 10.
Now this time, Garoppolo will throw. Going deep here for Watkins. And this is caught inside the 5. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Looking to throw. Garoppolo. The quick slant caught. Only a yard on the completion. It's 2nd and goal.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal.
A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Really good coverage all over the field, and it took away his intended read and almost dared him to try for his guy out of the backfield. No surprise on that one. It doesn't connect.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. And that'll bring up 4th down as his Cincy defense stands up on 3rd.
So now 4th and goal. You're trailing by a decent amount here. What are you doing, Coach Davis?
Well, I've got to think to myself, just how many more opportunities am I going to have this close and have this chance? I've got to go for it right here. The clock's dwindling on me.
And he's in. Touchdown, the Raiders.
Kareem Hunt.
His first touchdown on the year.
And the Raiders' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And they're within 7 now at 28-21. So that one a 13-play drive in total. And Kareem Hunt, the one to finish it off as he did so with a touchdown run. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson.
And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25.
So here are the Bengals now as they get their first possession of this second half.
And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a one-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a one-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change. Because otherwise, that could overrun your team. You've got to be careful right here.
Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down.
Burrow going to give this to Mixon.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get it done.
Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage and not let him get any further downfield.
And they're going to get this up to midfield.
The Raiders call on a nickel set here for 3rd down. From midfield now, Burrow.
That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off by Isaiah Rodgers. And the Raiders are going to take possession as they've got it at the 45. 42-yard line.
A good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. So the drive's going to start with Pollard. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Garoppolo looks to throw. And this is caught by Watkins. And that's good for a gain of 6. And now it's 3rd and 3.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And one more time, that's Watkins.
And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Go ahead.
Garoppolo on 1st down. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds.
Give them 12 yards that time, and a Las Vegas first.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. They fake the give. Now Garoppolo looks to throw. And his throw here's incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
From the gun on 3rd, Garoppolo. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Now Garoppolo, gotta have this one. And this is caught. That's Watkins. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup. 4th down to bring up 1st and goal. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. Caught on the slant. Touchdown, Raiders. O.J. Howard from 6 yards away.
And the Raiders are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this 4th quarter. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away.
The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line.
Mike Evans and the rest of the offensive unit heading back out there now. All right, how has he done it? 4 touchdowns in this contest. He's been around the end zone in particular, pretty much uncoverable.
And you know that I typically take things from a defensive perspective. I'm not going to do that this time. Let's just praise him. My goodness, 4 receiving touchdowns means he's beaten a variety of coverages throughout this game because they're not just letting him run scot-free. They're trying their best to shut him down, and he's shredding them.
I got to be honest, I want to see 5. No, you want to see 5? I mean, we're not supposed to be biased, but
we're not rooting. Just in the interest of the game, let's go ahead and see 5.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
And partner, in a tie game in the fourth quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars, and he came through with a nice catch right there.
Here we go.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Now it's Burrow.
Got a man open. It's Chase. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
My goodness, they've come out locked in on this drive. Play calling, execution, they are fully in sync. 3 straight passes, 3 first downs. They'll move the ball downfield almost at will. This defense really struggling to find answers.
And he'll get this one down to about the 27. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Out of the gun, it's Burrow.
Now, quick throw there, going to be batted away and incomplete.
Partner, for once in my life, I'll be succinct. In a one-possession game, every single stop like that could be a difference maker.
On 3rd down, Burrow.
Got a man. It's Chase. He completes it.
Touchdown, Bengals.
Jamar Chase.
27 yards.
And the Bengals answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And they will take a 7-point lead.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. So a sensational return there on special teams, a foot race that he was not going to lose. Now, meanwhile, while that was going on, we've got an injured player on the field. We'll take a break and get a report from Vegas after this. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. They now trail by 7 after that last touchdown here in the 4th quarter. What a big spot for this offense. See if they can cobble something together on this drive.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They run straight ahead here with Pollard.
And only a couple there up to about the 23-yard line.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
Here we go, here we go, here we go.
And Charles, this infraction is going to be against the offense. False start.
Sometimes you have to get up to the line of scrimmage, make sure your team is set before you begin your cadence.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10.
Jamar Chase hoping to be at center stage yet again as the offense returns to the field.
And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this? But it's usually not by himself, is it? Right. Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
42 yards rushing for him now to this point.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. Play action. It's Burrow. He's going to loft one deep left side here.
And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. Here's Burrow. That's caught by the tight end, Irv Smith Jr.
And he is going to have a Bengals first down. They needed 4. He doubled down. He wound up getting 8.
First time they've looked his way in this game. He comes through picking up the first. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. Well, not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They try to eat some clock with Mixon. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. And quickly we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively.
Back to Mixon on 2nd down.
And this will be taken across midfield and into Raider territory. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here we go with Burrow.
Open man, it's complete to Higgins. And he is going to have a Bengals first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4.
Inside handoff to Mixon. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Again, it's Mixon. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock.
Yeah, it's fun to kneel down in front of your home crowd, but when you go on the road, that band of brothers attitude, right, just us against the world, and get it done, how happy are they?
I remember a coach at a previous stop telling me, you get a win on the road, doesn't matter the opponent, get out of there like you stole something, and they did in this one.
Well, this ball game was close throughout. Remember, it was neck and neck at intermission.